In this video, I'm going to show you how to identify ghosts in Phasmophobia with zero evidence, even on high multipliers. This isn't theory, this is real in-game behavior you can test yourself. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and what to ignore. I'm One Hit Kills, let's get into this. What we are doing today is a 10.12 multiplier with zero evidence, zero sanity, and no monitors. What are we going to require for this run? Well, ghost activity does not start until you open the front door. That is a fact. What are we going to require for this zero evidence run? First off, we're going to want the lighter and headgear. We're going to get a motion sensor and a parabolic microphone and an EMF reader. Motion sensor, paramic, and the EMF reader, we're going to throw them in the front door. We're going to get 3 firelights for Onryo test. We're going to get a photo camera, a video camera, and a flashlight. Now finally, for our last few bits of equipment, we're going to get black salt, a smudge, and a crucifix. Let's get started. First things first, we're going to get to a safe room as quickly as possible. Get the key, turn on ghost event. Already with the ghost event. And it just turned off the breaker, guys. Let's turn the breaker back on. And let's set up our black salt. One here, and one here. Oh, here it comes. Pretty fast ghost. Smudge it. I forgot to start my timer. Let's go hide really quick. It just finished hunting. Let's turn the lights on in here. Wow. Well, that was pretty chaotic just then. Really quick to hunt. It seemed like it spawned in this room, so this room very well might be ghost room. As you see here, it walked in the salt. So let's recap real quick. This ghost is not a Diogen. If you've seen my video on TikTok, you would know that Diogens speed up and then slow back down when they get close. And they slow down. They get extremely slow near the player. So it is not a Diogen. This is not a Wraith, since Wraiths do not step in salt. Light on here. Here it comes again. This is definitely not a Revenant, and this is definitely not a Myling. The reason I say it's not a Revenant or a Myling is, yes, I did see me, but it did not slow back down after I went to go hide. But we'll still keep this open. I'm just ruling it out for now. It did change ghost rooms. It can't be a Goryo. So we're going to wait and see if the ghost room is still in the utilities closet or if it did change to the living room. Place our crucifix down right here. Okay, the hunt finished. I did smudge the ghost and I started a timer. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to test for a Banshee right now. Okay, well that narrows it down too. This is definitely not a Shade. Shades do not perform singing ghost events like that. This very well could be a Banshee, since Banshees love to do those. We're going to put down our EMF reader and our paramic. Take a listen. See if we can hear one of those unique screams that Banshees tend to do. I did forget to mention, this is also not a Myling. Mylings are very quiet ghosts, like we see in the one video. So far we're at 1 minute and 46 seconds without a hunt. So I'm not thinking this is a demon. And it just burned the crucifix. It did, it turned on the light. So this is not a mare, guys. Alright, so it looked like it just hunted here. Get a photo of that. It's touching a bunch of doors over here. So it seems like it changed rooms. I'm believing it changed rooms. Here it goes again. It bit the crucifix a second time. So we're going to throw equipment down right here. We're looking at its blink speed. It seems to be a little slower than the first hunt originally. I'm gonna smudge it. Got a little too close there. It seemed like it did get a little slower. So it could be a Thay. And it still seemed to be pretty speedy. Then again, I was crouched. So for it to be a Thay, it would have aged. And I wasn't spending that much time in the ghost room anyway. So this is definitely not a spirit. So we rule out a spirit. Now, a Raiju, it could be a Raiju. Now, this is not a phantom or an Oni, because they are phantoms, you can barely see them. And Onis, you could see them all the time. Like, you could definitely see these guys. I'm not thinking this is a Dayan for the fact of it not being... Oh, there it goes, turning off the light. Yeah, exactly what I said. It's definitely not an Oni for it doing that airball ghost event. I'm believing, due to it throwing its items during a hunt like that very violently in such a short amount of time, I'm believing this could be a poltergeist. Based off its speed, it has about the line of sight that a poltergeist would. So what we're going to do is we're going to construct something known as a polty bomb. This is a good way to test for poltergeists in zero evidence. This can't be a phantom. It is way too visible for being... Oh, spawned right on top of me. I was not expecting that. It was a Moroi. See? The greatest makes mistakes all the time, too. I'm a little rusty. It's okay. It's okay, guys. Let's jump into another one. At one point, I was believing it was a Moroi. For now, we're just going to go in with black salt, a lighter, and a headgear. Quickly, we're going to grab the key. Turn the light on. Here it comes. Place the salt down. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Let's start a hunt timer, since I just smudged it. It is throwing things pretty quickly. Okay, there it goes. It did look like it did a speed up, so it could be a Jinn. But this is definitely not a Banshee, Dayan, Deogen. This is most likely not a Hantu, since the house is pretty warmed up. This is not a Wraith. This is definitely not a Thay or a Revenant. I'm also not thinking this is a Myling. And I'm not thinking this is an Obaki or an Oni or a Phantom, since they all... You know what? Scratch that. I'm going to wait until we get that airball ghost event to really solidify that. Or we could have the light on while it hunts. Right now we're at 50 seconds on the ghost timer. So if this thing hunts again before a minute and 30, it is a demon. We're at a minute and 30 seconds now, guys, so we're going to rule out a demon. And if it hunts again within these next few minutes, it definitely will not be a spirit. Here. So it interacted with something over here. Oh. Turn the computer on. So this might be Ghost Room. So this is definitely not a mare, since mares cannot interact with anything that can turn on computers, TVs, or even light switches. So we could rule out a mare. Here it comes. Come get me. Come get me. Hello, hello. I'm believing this is a Jinn. For how it sped up until it was in 3 meters of me. Yep, I'm believing this is a Jinn. I am believing this is a Jinn. Just based off the fact that it does a speed up and it slows back down. Try to go for perfect investigation. Coming from the... Oh, here we go again. Come on, ghost. Hunts as soon as I get in. See if I can get a photo of the ghost. Definitely not a good idea right now. Alright, let's go in the ghost room. And we will set down our crucifix. Right here. Right about right here. We're going to look around, make sure there's no ghost orbs. It looks like it hasn't tried hunting yet. We're going to go ahead and set that down so we can get a video of this. Excuse me. It believes it changed room, so we're going to smudge it just to get away because it was a little too close for comfort. I'm going to go ahead and get another smudge just to be safe. I'm going to take this crucifix and I'm going to place it more towards over this way. See if it does that speed up with the breaker off. Come get me, ghost. It doesn't. Only when the breaker was on it did that ghost speed up. I'm just trying to figure out where. So I'm putting it in here. I'm putting it right here. This is ghost room. I just seen my ghost breath. Okay, so we're gonna move this into this room. Let's get a photo of that. Place this down. Motion sense, perfect. See if it'll get us a hunt. See if it'll hunt. Let's go get my sound recorder. I'm thinking this is a Jinn. Oh, saying some pretty crazy stuff. Alright, let's turn the firelight back on. Why are you not interacting? There it goes. Perfect. We need 2 more videos and all 5 photos. So this thing will definitely hunt again. So I'm going to get a video of it hunting. Perfect. And we get a photo. Whoops, well, I accidentally lit my last smudge. Test with the... it warmed up in here. So this is not ghost room anymore. He got me. Well, even though I died, I'm gonna go with a Jinn. I heavily believe it's a Jinn, just based off the traits and the abilities and everything it's been doing. So, if I'm wrong, please forgive me. But you know what? It is totally okay. And I was correct. It was a Jinn. It changed rooms that threw me off. I did die, but that's okay. You know, no one's perfect. Even these great players out there. Not calling anyone out. But you know what? That was totally okay to fail like that. Now I'd say it was successful even though we died. But you know what? That's A-okay. Well, if this helped you survive zero evidence runs, I have full breakdowns and challenges like this every week. Subscribe if you want to get better, not just luckier. Good luck out there, ghost hunters. You have a good one.